You would have to click go live in the upper corner. I did I did that. I can see your tanking. Here's the tank. Well, can you hear me? Yeah, but I don't hear nobody. All I gotta just chat. How do I get yeah, that's there. My audio. I guess right audio. Camera. Yes. I don't know about that one. Yeah, but I can't hear you guys. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. It says I'm already live. Oh, yardstick and says share. Okay. Share what? Copy the link? Okay, where's it at? Right there. How about that one? That's the right link, I'm assuming. Then what? Hit share? Okay, it's already up there. Copy the link. Then open YouTube and paste the link. Okay. I think that's it. That right there. I think it does have a delay. It should be. Oh, that's strange. There you go. I'm learning this channel.
Hey, you made it. You made it to your first guest.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn myself off here. Let's see. Which one do you turn off? YouTube?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, mute. Okay.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, click on you. Yeah. Okay. There's DD. Add stream. Are we leaving Terry behind?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, we all here. Yeah. I'm no longer a virgin of video
All the
audio for
cool
now.
kids
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah. The senior citizens. Oh, my shoe. Yeah. Yeah. You're
Now,
not
are
old
you
enough to be a
using a
senior.
computer or your phone?
No, it's my desktop with my USB camera.
Okay, I was gonna tell you a couple tricks for when you're on your phone, but you don't need to worry about it. Oh,
No,
so
no,
that
no,
link
no.
that you posted in YouTube
Yeah.
where you muted the sound, if you go back there and like, I can't remember if you have to click on it or if you just hover over it, but if you, either way, it'll like highlight the comment and then three little dots will pop up.
Yeah.
Click on those three little dots and that'll let you pin it. So that keeps it at the top of the comments for everybody so they can find the link when they come in instead of having to scroll back.
Yeah. Okay. So I go to my one that says StreamYard. I hit the,
You're going to do it from YouTube,
oh, okay. I'm good. YouTube.
the YouTube's comment section of this video
Yeah.
or stream.
Okay. Then hit the three dot there. Pin message. Is that what you want?
Yep.
Okay. Message pin. So it'll just stay there instead of having to scroll up and down looking for the guy there. Okay.
And then when it's time for you to make moderators, you'll do that same thing, except for it'll be on someone else's comment. And one of the options will be like make a mod. And that way they can help you out with stuff like kicking people out of chat if they get too unruly or something and you don't see it.
Well, but the thing is, I thought you had to have a certain amount of viewed stuff where you could do the moderator stuff.
You can, but it's really hard to keep track of what everybody's saying and what everybody's saying in the chat. And it's super easy to miss somebody being a
Yeah.
ne'er-do-well.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I was thinking
can
of
see
a
where
bunch
you're
of
coming
words for it that I didn't want to say.
from. I don't care. Yeah, what should I stop my tongue now? Yeah, because what it is. It's still 4:00 ATM our time, but everybody, down there Central and East Coast, it's kind of relaxed.
Yeah, time to chill.
Yeah. Gonna chill out and that's good. Now maybe I'll show them the other tank, but I'm getting another camera today, but if I don't have the HDMI cable hooked up to my computer, because it has a micro to regular size HDMI, so I don't get that until Friday. But I don't know if
I only have my cell phone camera and my laptop built-in camera. And I feel like I could do better than my cell phone camera. Although it is one of the new iPhones, so it's actually pretty good. Maybe it's just me. It could be me. Probably.
Well, it looks good when you're in your truck or out running around. Right, if it wasn't an iPhone, it would probably look like crap.
When I'm interacting with the police.
Yeah.
I've taken that truck camping before, and that blue light flashing in utter darkness is like a strobe light.
Yeah, and that'd be annoying. How come
Yeah,
it's not
it
red?
gets old real quick. I don't know.
Oh, see you there, Dee Dee.
She was having trouble with her speaker.
I use
She was having to. There, I'll put my guppies up. Now we can have two tanks for a minute. Tell my arm gets tired.
But mine's fuzzy as hell in this picture. Yours nice and clear. Here's mine.
Well, on this side it's clear. The big sides are all green, but I really want it to turn into a green water tank, so I just let it have all the light in the world, but I don't think that's going to actually do it for me.
To turn green? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one here. Like I said, I had one here. It turned green. It only has one, I think it's 75-watt light bulb over it. All right, I can see you. Now I think that's yeah. Okay, Ricky, go work your way. Yeah. Let's have a cool fish. Now mine are out there fighting each other.
Well, I only have it's a 5 gallon and I have 3 guppies in it for the moment because the male in here has this super cool like iridescent like lace pattern all the way up to
Yeah.
his gills. And
Yeah.
I just think it's so cool. So I have him in here. His mom was a gray fish, and like the gray fish in here is from the same mom, and the yellow one is from the same original pair. So I feel like I might get lucky and get some of his cool markings. And it's really neat under my black light. I don't think it'll show up
Oh
because it's
yeah.
so light out. But I don't
Well,
even know
my
if
black
they're
lights are
in
my black
focus.
lights really get black. Or say blue, but it's black. Yeah.
Well, this is
Oh
for
yeah. Yeah, nighttime.
saltwater aquarium. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, mine will go
But
the
he
same
just
way.
has like iridescent.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do the same thing on mine.
So I'm gonna have to buy some new lights for tanks.
Yeah.
What is the like if I want to grow plants in there too, can I still get away with shop lights? I mean, it's going to be like 20 longs and 40 breeders, so relatively wide and squatty. So I don't need a
Well, you should be able to do that
ton of
with.
penetration, but
Yeah. There's my blue light. Let's see, I can adjust
oh,
it. Dimly.
nice. Very cool.
I hate this delay on YouTube. I got to go back to StreamYard. Get out of here. Go to StreamYard. There you go.
Sorry, that was my alarm to get up and go do something with my life.
Oh, you got a life? Yeah. When I was 30, I had a life.
Yeah. My life involves doing stuff like dishes, laundry, and getting ready for work, and
Oh, work?
I'm
I
starting
don't
a
know what
new
that is.
job tomorrow.
All right. Oh, the gang's all here.
All right.
Whoop whoop.
For a
Now,
little bit there, I was
you
like, wait a minute, what
unhighlight-
the heck? He's too cool to hang out with me and Mr. Manifesto, or what?
No, I took your thunder
Yep.
away. Yeah.
You kind of left us hanging there for a little while there, buddy.
Well, you talked me right through it, you know. Hey, you know
Dennis.
that well I do. Look what I did. What? What?
In
Alright, well,
StreamYard, will you
Oh.
click on the Big Fish Tanks StreamYard link again so that our names all show? That way everybody knows what's going on.
Okay.
Or
Let me write
or
DD up
just
here.
or you can
Okay.
click another.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is everybody here?
Man, I was
All right.
backstage before Terry and Manifesto. Come on now.
Okay, I'll do this. Let's see, where they at?
Oh,
Okay, there we go. Now come back up, Mr. Manifesto. Okay, now you're back up again. Okay, feel better
Hey,
now.
hey. There we go.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
I didn't complain. I was just mentioning.
All right, Dennis, you're an expert now, man. Look at you.
But
There
Dennis,
we go.
if you click on that link that you highlighted, like where, all right, in StreamYard, you clicked on a comment and it's highlighted right now, so it's on the bottom of the screen. If you click on either that comment or another comment and double click it, it'll go away. Click that. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
There we
there
go.
you go.
go. That's how you remove comments.
I'm not a slow
Yeah.
learner. I'm just slow.
Yeah. A minute ago, you didn't even know how to StreamYard, so you're getting there.
Woo.
Yeah, I've been watching Terry. You know, I got good coach over there.
It's a little different running the show, but when you've been on StreamYard before, a lot of it just kind of
Hey, Dee
continues on.
Hey,
Yeah,
Pat,
we should have known how to do it because
It's a
Terry
skill.
walks us through all the steps.
Oh yeah, good
Dee
teacher.
Dee.
Yeah.
Hey,
Snuck
Hey.
up here
I snuck in there.
like a ninja.
Wow, hold on.
What the fuck was that?
That was an India.
I think that was his ninja impression.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was like an Ewok or something.
Sorry, Chopper.
Yeah, I saw you won that. Yeah, it was a Joseph Stanley said you saw you won that thing last night, 503. Shanna.
What'd you win?
She won.
Yeah, I won a
gift
$25 gift certificate to Aquarium Co-op on Bob's
Nice.
Spot
Nice.
live stream.
Right on.
Oh yeah, you were
Oh.
playing with Bob last night, huh?
Was that when? Didn't one of his? I watched like towards the end.
Triple
his like
J,
last
man.
giveaway. The guy didn't.
Triple J Aquatics
Yeah,
won.
Triple J Aquatics. Did he ever comment?
No, I don't think he did.
Nope.
And then
I
they
finally
redrew
quit
it.
watching. I was like, I got tired of hearing Triple J. Where are you?
Okay.
I just waited for whoever got the reroll, and whoever was in the reroll was in chat like immediately. Like, yep, I'm here. I'm like, all right.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
It
wasn't
wasn't
503.
No, 503 won the first one. He did 3, or was it 3 or 4? Something like
Four
that.
of them.
4 of them, yeah. He did.
It was a 4-hour stream
Yeah,
too.
I figured out.
Well,
two
for whatever
things
reason,
when
I
went.
didn't get the notification.
What's
So
up,
wait,
Dallas?
I usually watch Bob quite a bit, but
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
He's my
know,
neighbor.
I saw it up.
That's where my candy canes came from him.
Oh,
he did give.
Aw.
I agree with Steven on that. He gave that guy a ton of time to comment.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, a ton of time.
But the guy was, I guess, in chat. I guess he might have been AFK, like probably walked away from his keyboard or fell asleep or something.
yeah.
Oh.
Poor Triple J.
Yeah, poor Triple
Yeah,
J.
You snooze,
I
you lose.
should-
All because he had taken number 2 and walked away.
Patty wanted that KG Tropicals one.
Gotta
Oh,
take your
jeez.
phone with you, man.
Pray for Patty.
Yeah, Patty, why don't you come up? Oh, sorry, we don't have no more room. Yeah, sorry.
Well, if Patty
Always.
wants to come up, I'll step down.
Yeah, I'll step down for
You know,
Patty.
you know damn well she ain't
I
gonna
have to
come
drop
up,
down
man.
anyway.
Oh yeah, you got to do work. Yeah, get ready for work.
I have to drop down anyway, guys. I have stuff I have to do, but I'll be listening and lurking.
Okay, Jenny.
Right on.
Good luck
Yeah.
Talk to you
tomorrow.
later.
Have
Later.
Thanks for being the first. Yeah.
fun.
I don't think I've ever seen Patty on a panel ever.
Nope.
Nope. I don't think so either.
You just
And you
lost
won't.
comment.
She says she's not funny in person. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
She cracks
Oh,
me
yes,
up.
sir. Oh hell yeah. Yeah. She's one of a kind.
What's up, Chewy? What's up, Geek Boy?
Yeah.
Bottom dweller.
Gang's all here.
Yeah, bottom dweller. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it too.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Look at that. 503 made room for you, Patty. Are you gonna leave it escaping hole
Yeah,
here?
come on out, man. Be my first stream.
Oh
It'll be
yeah.
your first.
Well, pop on up, Canasteo Valley.
Yeah, I don't bite. Danny might. But I don't.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
So Terry, that's some cool fish you got today.
Yeah, if they ever come out from hiding behind the rocks, because my other fish is a jerk.
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
Blue one?
Yeah, I think we can pretty much figure out which one the jerk is.
Well, like I said, when you
It's the
first
only
went
one
in
on camera, pretty much.
there, yeah, I was say they were out there a couple hours ago.
Well, that's before I put him in there.
I thought you were going to do that a few days down the road, not a few hours.
Well, the one female that may not be a female, now that I watched him, was kind of doing the exact same thing. And I was like, well, if I put the bigger one in, maybe he'll just spend all his time chasing him around and the rest of them can come out.
But no.
Yeah, except it didn't work that way. You gotta love African cichlids, man.
No, thanks. I had them. You can have them.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing them again until just this moment here, and I realized, you are right. That's the reason.
And you're like, oh yeah, I remember this.
I do remember this.
This is what they do.
Yeah, they chase each other around.
Yeah.
Well,
and
isn't
kill each
it
other
better?
often?
Isn't it better just to have all males and not have a female in the tank?
Well,
Yeah, but
unless you
that's
want to
pretty
breed
hard
them.
to do.
The whole idea, the whole premise behind this tank was for me to breed the Labidiochromis, of which there's 2 females and that 1 big male. Or let me rephrase that. There's 1 definite female, 1 I'm not sure about, and then the bigger guy that's in the center of the camera now. And the whole idea is to breed them. But if you're going to breed African cichlids, you need like 1 male and like 5 females.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
colony.
that way it spreads the aggression out. But I'm not in that situation. You know, so I got to come up with something to breed them.
I've had success with 1 male and 2 females. But then when I changed males and tried to go with the same 2 females, he killed both the females. So
yeah.
That
So basically, those real pretty fish I bought were only there for him to kill.
Expensive meal.
Well, he won't eat them. He'll just kill them.
I'll just kill him. Yeah, there won't be a meal. It'll just be a dead fish floating in the tank.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference between aggression and predation.
Yeah. They just chase him around until the fish just dies. Like they don't even like really attack it or anything.
No, they just chase it around, just to wrestle it. Yeah. I get it, but like I said, if you don't get it and find it, then it's something.
You'll never get a meal ever, because as soon as you go to eat something, I'm going to chase you back behind that rock.
That's why I have mental, peaceful fish, not suicidal.
Not pit bulls in a fish tank.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I just have killer tetras, you know. That's
Oh, God, I'm going to have to tear down that 75-gallon, and I really didn't want to because the plants were doing good in there.
well, let them stay. What are you going to tear it down for?
You could always take those fish right back and be like, you know what, buddy, this plant is not going to work.
Yeah.
No, I really like the plants. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put them.
In a tank without them?
In a box and send them to me.
Yeah, Danny, not a chance. Man.
Yeah.
I'll turn them into this.
Dude,
the
dwarf lilies I got are doing so good, man. It's not even funny.
My lotus is doing awesome. Just finally got my first surface leaf. There it is.
Oh, yes, it.
See,
I cut mine off.
I'm thinking about cutting it off. I tend to cut them off most of the time, but I always let the first one kind of sit there for a while and get that extra CO2, you know?
I got you.
I had those, my pleckles ate them up.
I got 3 to cut off in the Nanochromis tank. I got 3 that went to the surface, and I haven't cut them off yet. I didn't even think of that, just letting them get the extra.
Yeah, I don't cut them off right away. Let them get there for a while, and maybe a week or 2, and then cut them off.
Now, why are you cutting them, Danny?
So the bottom leaves fill out more.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so it makes the bottom leaves fill out more. You get a nice thicker low plant, and eventually it'll kind of stay down low too.
Yeah,
but
eventually
then,
it gets
from
the
the
idea that, hey, every time I send a shoot to the surface, it just gets cut off.
Yeah, so I'm just going to stop sending them to the surface, yeah. But, you know, from the side view, just having one string kind of going up the middle here just kind of looks wonky. It's not very aesthetically pleasing.
Mhm.
And but then when you get a whole bunch on the surface, then it covers up too much of the light and it'll kill all the plants down here. So that's why.
Okay.
And that's why I don't have any, because my pluck.
There's Stephen. There's plenty of cichlids you can keep in a planted tank. All
Yeah.
the West Africans you can keep in a planted tank. Angelfish you can keep in a planted tank. Discus you can keep in a planted tank.
All the
Parrot
Victorians you can keep in a planted tank.
It's mainly just like the Malawi and Buna. They pretty much don't like plants. You can even keep an Oscar in a planted tank. It just it may occasionally dig up a plant occasionally, but you know they don't necessarily destroy the plant. They just kind of they're just digging the substrate out, and if the plant's there, the plant's there.
But yeah, I mean,
There
the Buna are herbivores. Like they're gonna tear up your plants. They're just
what
gonna
they
eat
do.
them. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Peacocks will most of the time leave them alone. They may just pick at them and when they're hungry, and that will often just make them die, or they'll just accidentally dig them up because they
Right.
just like to decorate their tanks.
Yeah, they just like to dig up their substrate. So there are tons and tons of cichlids you can
All
keep
right,
with,
Joseph. What do we
with
have for dinner?
plants.
No?
Malawi and Buna, yeah, they're not one of them.
Can't say I've ever had those. I just had the good old calm.
Yeah, the geophagines you can keep in a planted tank. So Severums can be pretty nippy on plants. Uarus are definitely very nippy on plants. But
Walrus.
yeah, there's tons and tons of cichlids you can keep with plants.
Like German rams and Bolivian rams.
Oh, yeah, I
and
didn't even think of
electric
rams.
blue Acara,
Oh yeah, rams. Pistos. Yeah.
Apistos, Batis.
Baddest. I want some of them, man. They're the coolest little fish.
Man.
Batis isn't a cichlid though, is it?
I don't know if they are or not, but they're pretty cool.
Isn't it no, never mind. I guess it's not.
I don't think it is. I'll have to look it up, but I don't think it is.
They're kind of
They're
similar to
cichlid-like.
them.
I'll
Yeah,
give
they're
you that.
cichlid-like, but I don't think they are actually cichlids. I thought they were technically like a nano cichlid or something, but the world's smallest cichlid is the shell
they're in the
dweller,
family
Yeah. Then they call it.
Badeidae,
Mm.
which is kind of almost like an anabantoid.
Oh,
Wait.
really?
All right.
That's a bad
See, I knew I liked them.
See, I really like the anabantoids.
So do I, actually. I've actually been really getting into those fish.
Like, once I'm kind of done with my betta breeding project and stuff, I think I want to breed some gouramis, but I'm not quite sure which gourami I want to do.
The family of Badeidae is a small family consisting of only 30 species. And it has been placed in the same order as the anabantoids or anabantiforms.
Badunk family.
The
That's the bad toys? Well, okay. I mean, the funny
Baddest,
thing.
baddest.
Yeah.
That's a badass.
So yeah, they're not cichlids.
Yeah, but they're cool.
First of all, the only thing that makes a cichlid is
Just like
the what do they call it?
I don't
It's
know.
the bones in their throat. The
The throat
I
bone?
can't remember the name of the bones.
Throat bone.
But whatever.
But
Gouramis.
yeah, if those bones form a triangle, then then they're a cichlid. If those bones do not form a triangle, then they're other types of fish.
Gotcha.
Pharyngeal, thank you.
Oh,
Alician
those-
AS. Yeah, the pharyngeal bones, if the pharyngeal bones form a triangle, then they're a cichlid. If the pharyngeal bones don't form a triangle, then they're some other type of fish.
Oh,
That's what makes a
Oh.
cichlid a
Lost
cichlid. And the
Eden.
only
I'll
way
let-
you can tell
I'll let you
is
back
to
up, Dee when you
dissect
get
the
your internet straightened out again.
She said she had to go feed her family.
Oh. All right. Don't eat too much.
Yeah, but anyway, Grammies, man, they're pretty cool. I
Yeah.
got some sparkling Grammies that I'm actually think I'm going to pick up some more next time I see them.
Nice.
I have 2 gold Grammies. at 2
Terry's
different
tropical
tanks.
fish trivia. That's right.
I really
No,
wanted
when,
to get some.
when you say the
paradise.
sparkling
Alex
gourami,
AS
you're
wins,
talking
by
about
the
the little pygmy gourami, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Pygmy.
nice.
Yeah. And I was doing a little little reading on them today, as a matter of fact, and found out that there was actually a croaking gourami too.
Yes,
Even though the sparkling gouramis or pygmy gouramis can
Croaking?
croak as well,
right.
but there's another one that's very similar looking to a
The,
pygmy.
the croaking gourami, the sparkling gourami, and the beta imbolus all live in the same waters.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Definitely.
Come
Neat.
on, Patty.
I've heard mine croaking.
Bro.
I have 2.
Yeah.
In this
Patty's
20
not coming up, man. She keeps threatening to, but she never does.
But it's like real
The-
quick.
The
Oh,
croaking in the fish
I'll
tanks
give you
is really
$100 if you
interesting.
come up.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Wait a minute. Dennis is bribing people to come up now?
No,
The,
Minnetonka's paying them, not me.
African dwarf frogs also actually have mating calls underwater too.
Underwater aquatic. And I think what I was reading, it's their pectoral, like some specialized thing in their pectoral, either their fins or their
What are
region.
you talking about?
How they croak. They have
Oh.
something in their pectoral fins or some sort of specialized.
Well,
region
that's
thing.
how a lot of the catfish, the squeaking
Yeah.
catfish and stuff get their name, and that's what they do. They when they tense up, their joints when they move their pectoral fins
Yeah,
squeak.
chirp,
So it
kind of like a
makes-
cricket.
Makes
Oh,
them
Legs. Yeah.
What the hell is that? Oh, is that a stretcher?
oh.
Yeah.
That's what. Every time I've caught the catfish, that's what they sound like. Oh.
Oh, you're choking me.
But the sparkling gouramis, they sound more like almost kind of like cricket, like very chirpish. It's like
Yeah.
Do that again.
I can't.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna go for it too.
No, that's only singing. He doesn't do,
It's like real quick.
something else.
I can't simulate it. It almost sounds mechanical. It's weird.
I will tell you this:
Sounds like some grinding.
have you ever kept large clown loaches?
No.
No.
Those sons of guns click. I'm telling
yeah.
you, they click.
Oh yes.
You
The
will
ball
be,
Yes, they
you'll be in a
do.
quiet fish room and you'll just hear this weird ass clicking noise, and you're like, "Where in the crap is that coming from?" And I guarantee you, it's your clown loaches.
Because they have
That's really
like
cool.
an internal
Flicker.
thing, kind of like an arowana does, where they can like crush the food, and that's how they like crush the shell of snails and stuff. And so yeah, it actually makes a clicking noise.
It
Yeah.
does.
Well, that's like I noticed the bala sharks. They make this clicking noise too. I thought it was just them like snapping things up against the glass, but they actually do it with their jaw.
Yeah.
Make that snapping noise.
Yeah.
So they do it underwater. It's like this really loud clicking. It sounds
But
like a
when-
rock hitting glass. It's like
When they do it at the surface, though, it's even louder. And
Oh, yeah,
bala
it's like-
sharks
yeah.
are like the loudest eating fish
Why not?
out there.
Soup with
I know
tomato?
they're pretty wild.
Water's fine.
But man, that's probably one of the greatest parts about opening up the store, though, is when I go through and I'm just, throwing the flake food and stuff in all the tanks, and you just hear all the like.
Yeah,
I love it.
There's I've noticed this in one of my tanks with like when you put food in the water, like the noise of the water changes, like the surface tension. Like I don't know what it is. I have a tank.
Oh, yeah.
I throw the food in there, and like just the water coming off the hang on the back just changes tone the moment I put food in there. I can
Oh,
just
that's
hear
the
it.
same way with my matin filter. I put
kinda
it
weird.
in there.
Well,
Like,
it breaks up the protein layer for one.
I guess it does something, but it's kind of weird. And I know that fish
That,
have
and then all the fish start moving around like crazy, so it
Yeah.
changes the water flow.
It's pretty cool.
Not mine. But yeah, they chase it around, but they don't change the water flow.
But yeah, it does that like when I feed I have a tank that's got salvinia in it, and when I put the flake food in there, well, it's bug bites. The salvinia starts moving across the top of the water, like away from it, like I don't know,
yeah.
it's like it's being propelled.
Right. Because as soon as the food hits the surface, all that little protein film, even the stuff that you can't really see and detect is there, just goes away and shoots it over to the side.
It's pretty cool.
All right, Dennis, this is your see. When you got the dead air, Dennis, that's when you're supposed to start talking again.
Well, I was waiting for you to talk. I ran out of shit to talk.
It's not my stream, dude.
But
This
it's
is
your
yours.
stream.
I don't care.
I don't care about dead air on your stream.
Oh, well. Sing along with me, yeah.
So, Patty, are you getting one of those? Are you getting those fish? Are you still on the
Yeah.
fence?
Three orange.
What?
There was some betas she posted pictures of on
Oh,
the Discord channel.
Oh.
who's
Dead
Discord?
air.
Dell's.
Love it.
I still got to go to Adele's Discord and figure out how to use it. I've only been to one Discord, and I was like, God, this reminds me of like an AOL chat room, man. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still in Father Fish's Discord, but I'm not very active on there anymore because it's just become like a whole chat room, and now they have so many different channels where they have like their meme channel and their photo and video channel and their fish help channel and their just talk about whatever the hell you want channel. And no matter what channel you're on, it's just I'm just getting constant notifications. This is just like ignore.
That's why
Debbie,
Hey.
that's my job on my streams,
No,
not
you gotta-
Dennis's streams.
You gotta find a job to do in Dennis's. You're not pulling your weight around here.
Yeah, well, shit. Yeah, I talked real good on everybody else's stream. Now I do it myself. I had to.
When you're on somebody else's stream, you're just there for like color fill in, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
laugh
can't
track.
tell my own.
I'm here for the laugh track.
I don't know.
Oh, Angus, it's super easy. Just drop the tank down to like half full, pick it up, and move it.
Yeah,
A
see how
5.5
well that works.
gallon is super easy. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah,
like
that's not
Yeah.
much.
I
you shatter
moved
the
a
bottom out of it.
5.5 gallon the other day.
Yeah. Half
Yeah, it's
plate
only-
boat, pick it up and move it. Yeah, that'd be like 10
I mean,
pounds.
heck.
10, 15 pounds is that.
Ah.
No, I
I
said
mean,
half
it's,
full.
Oh yeah. Well.
if it's full of water, it's 40 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not moving a full 5.5 gallon. You end up getting more water on you than.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could move it. You just have to be really careful.
Can't say I know I can mute the channels on Discord, but if I mute the channels and then something pops up that I need to see, then I don't see it.
Well,
I
there's
don't
there's a setting that you can put on to just to only when people at you or like at
Yeah.
the channel. That way,
Yeah.
if somebody's talking directly to you, you can go and look at every channel you want to look at and see all the stuff. It lets you know that there's new stuff that's been posted, but it doesn't have to notify you with a little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, like every 2
Yeah.
seconds. That's annoying.
Well, yeah, I have silent notifications, so it's not like I'm getting vibrations or anything like that on my phone, but it's just like anytime I look at my phone, there's like 3 Discord things on there. So
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I only get them if it's like at Manifesto.
You know, Manifesto, you're slipping, man.
Yeah.
How
What are
did
we
you
talking
miss
about?
good vibrations? Man?
Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, okay. And one.
I'm
and
talking
two.
about good
I was
vibrations.
too busy talking.
Yeah, he only sings on everybody else's stream. Yeah.
That's right.
I don't.
It's not my
you know,
job here.
I don't.
It's
Oh,
your
you
job.
know, you don't-
Terry.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta sing on Dennis's stream. Is that it?
There we go.
Yeah, because I don't know how. Yeah.
I like this
I don't
plan.
know.
no, don't Don't hold the tank from the bottom. Well, I mean, you hold it from the bottom, but you hold it from the edges because
Yeah,
all
corners.
the weight on the tank is actually supported by the corners. So don't hold it
Yeah.
like underneath. Like don't hold it from the glass underneath. Hold it
The
from
very
the
center of the
edges.
glass. That's the very best
Oh,
place to
oh
hold.
yeah, I'll break that right there.
It's only a 5-gallon tank. I don't think you can break that glass, honestly.
Yeah, you
without
can.
trying.
Trust me. Trust me.
Well,
I've
I mean,
done it.
yeah, if you whack it on something, I mean, it's not just carrying it around.
You can.
Yeah.
You can break them.
Yeah, because Terry.
I know.
did.
I mean, I've broken up fish tanks. I know you can
that
break
one
'em.
particular rock shifts and hits the glass just the right way. Trust me, it'll break.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why you have a nice solid aquascape.
And you take the rock out if you don't.
Yeah.
Lift with your back with a jerking testing motion.
What? What the hell, asshole?
Just heave it from one corner of the room to the next.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
A shot
right.
put.
Yeah,
And
flying
while
right
you're
in.
carrying it,
Well,
twist it the
if you
waist
do
over and
toss
over
it,
and
if
over
you think
again.
about it, if you toss it for an awful lot of that arc, it'll be at zero gravity anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, until it hits.
It's
yeah.
just that sudden stop at the end that's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Debbie's.
So,
Oh,
you know,
Yeah.
what we're all basically telling you here is you're going to need another 5.5-gallon tank.
Just get a 10 and get it over with.
Gosh, I'd do it right here
No,
on video
five and a half,
if I wanted to move the
and
tank.
2.5s, or 2.5s
expensive.
and 5.5s. They have their place. I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of them.
This
They
is
do have their
gorgeous
place in the
5-gallon
fishing.
tank.
That's a 5-gallon?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It looks like 55.
Yeah, see,
Well, I mean, you can't tell on the camera. I know. I thought, do I have a 5-gallon? It's either I have that or I have 2.5 gallons.
5 gallon, but don't look like that. It's full of green water.
The one I have my worms in, I'm pretty sure is a 2.5-gallon tank.
What? Yeah, water's mysterious surplus. No, that's this way.
Woot woot.
Whoops.
Whoa.
Damn, I fallen. I can't get up. Now I'm upside down. Oh,
Nope,
see you
we
later,
lost
Danny. He knocked himself off. Yeah. Just, see you later.
Gave himself a concussion.
Yeah, and Terry muted himself. Oh, well. I didn't mute him, did I? Let's see.
No. I think Terry ran off to do something.
Yeah, because you can't unmute him.
He's going to
Probably
throw it. Nice.
Yeah. Probably mom's up there, pounding on the floor. Terry, I need
should-
something to drink. Yeah.
I do have another one of those little tanks in the garage that's just holding a bunch of lava rock, like lava
Oh,
gravel.
yeah.
I should pull that
Oh,
out.
hello. It's time to come back.
You gotta let him up. There he is.
I know.
I had to
Talking
come back.
him and he's supposed to.
Hey, this is a
Uh,
5-gallon tank.
yeah, I
Nice.
get one
And
of
that's
those.
a 5.5-gallon tank. And I moved both of those, with the fish in them onto this table. And then there's another 5.5-gallon tank. And then that's just a teeny little tote that has my female betta in it.
Yeah, it's probably about a 5-gallon tote.
No, it's like a gallon and a half. Well, actually, what's it say on this little thing here?
How many quarts? 6 quarts.
6 quarts.
5.7 liters. Yeah.
There you go.
Gallon,
So
yeah.
6 quarts is a gallon and a
Monster
half.
fish gal. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, Monster Fish Gal, come on out. You got plenty of room up here. Nah, I ain't going up there with you guys.
You can let them answer for
he
themselves,
kinda
man.
says his own commentary. We don't really need to help him.
Exactly.
Crazy. I need
Are
to
those
Dennis
advertisers?
is the lead, the guest star, and the chorus.
Da-da. Yeah, well. Nope.
Yeah, I
Six
like my
points.
small tanks. But then I definitely like the bigger tanks too.
You got to have small tanks in a breeding program. If your fish room is specifically for breeding fish, you need those smaller tanks.
Yeah. Hygrophilia growing right out.
Oh yeah, it's amazing how the leaves can change too. Once they leave the water, how
They
the
get
leaf
huge.
changes.
But what's funny is this plant right here was actually purchased as a carpeting plant seed.
Wow, that's really carpeting.
And they just like continued to grow like crazy. And so I started like trimming them and like moving them into different tanks and stuff. And so, yeah, now I got this huge hygrophilia that was not supposed to be huge.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Like I say, you have to put it underwater, then it'll probably real fast.
Yeah.
New growth on my pink flamingo crypt.
Oh boy, been
So
hearing a
it's-
lot about them. Where's
Yeah.
yours, Mr. Manifesto?
They're doing good.
It's right
They're-
here in my fish tank.
Oh, you still haven't planted yours though, huh? Have you planted one?
I planted that one that I have the
Yeah,
new
okay.
growth on, but I still haven't done this one yet.
Yeah, I got a
I'm-
bunch of new leaves on mine actually, on both of them. I put them both in the same tank.
But that little like offshoot that was growing off of there, I brought down and put into my little aqua garden down here.
Oh, cool.
So I still haven't fed any of these mollies.
No? How long has that been?
You see, the fungus is all gone now.
Yeah, the
Mostly.
fungus is all gone. It's all gone, and they've eaten it all, but they're still fat, and now they're trying to breed and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like a terrible glare.
I know. How do we get rid of that when you put your camera up to the...
I wonder, like,
Get rid
wouldn't
of all the
polarized
other
lenses
light
get rid of that?
sources. The only way you're going to get rid of it is get rid of the other light sources.
Yeah.
But couldn't you use a
And-
polarized lens on a camera? Wouldn't that also reduce it? Or
No,
no?
it
Yeah.
doesn't.
But it's like because the tank is below another tank that has like a really bright light, I'm
Yeah.
just being like lit up here.
Yeah,
Hi,
exactly.
You can
everybody.
use all the polarized lenses you want. It's not going to help. The light reflecting off a glass is going to happen whether it's polarized or not.
Yeah, but if you have a polarized lens, you could change which way the light's coming into the camera, right? So you could theoretically limit the glare by changing the direction of the polarized lens.
No, just
Right.
turn lights
In
off.
in theory, but it doesn't work in practice because
There's probably more. Yeah, it's probably coming from all different angles.
yeah.
I get it. Sure, it could help though. Certain circuit, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
about the angle.
The angle of the dangle.
I was
But I
gonna
found
say
the only way you're going to
that's
get
what I was gonna say too. Yeah, angle to
actual
angle.
glare off is to remove all other light sources, light that tank, and even then you'll still get, because you'll get
Lights come out,
reflection
yeah.
from the light from the tank will bounce off of you. So if you're standing in front of that tank,
Yeah.
even though you don't have any actual glare, you'll still see yourself in that tank because the light is hitting whatever shirt or whatever you're wearing will
Yeah.
still show up on that glass.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what's going on down here, man. Like,
Yeah, like
Same problem.
Yeah, you can see Danny's hand.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. Dick.
Mine's bigger than yours. Yeah.
Yeah. There is actually a stream out there somewhere where somebody was taking a video of their fish tank and wasn't aware of that glare that you can get, and
Oh yeah.
that particular person was less than dressed.
What, female?
Oh yeah.
I've seen Bob Kaler's boxers before.
This one was a
Gotcha.
little more appealing to the eye, though.
What video? This is a.
I didn't freaking bookmark it, but yeah,
No,
there
we're just talking
there
about
was
Well,
a
why
video
not?
out there where a female was showing off her fish tank in less than
Yeah.
dressed.
Oh,
Yeah. He was
And
wearing
went, oops,
So
So where's the
the
link of that
link?
video again?
right. I didn't bookmark it,
Link
but I
in the
wish I would have.
description.
Yeah, link in the description below. Yeah. Please check mark that for you can spread it out. Increase her views. No, hell, she probably got 1 million views on that episode.
Yeah, it was accidental.
Yeah.
Actually,
Accidentally
it
on
was.
purpose.
It was back in the early days of YouTube.
During the good old days.
Oh, the polarized angles for videos. Yeah, maybe. To check it. I need to get a camera with polarized lenses first.
You can cut down just simply changing your camera angle. If you keep your camera higher than the tank and aim it down, that's is going to cut that down a lot. It's when you stick the camera face on is when you're going to get a lot of that,
Yeah.
backward reflection.
Because that's because mine's like, that's like 3/4 of the way up the tank on mine. So this is the top. So mine's looking this way.
I'm seriously thinking about moving my lights later in the evening. Because right now I have them going on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and turning off at 7 o'clock in the evening. But means half the time I'm
Have
not
you
here
ever
when the
No
lights
light
are
on
on.
that tank.
Have you ever considered doing a siesta? Since you get up early in the morning, so run a morning cycle, then give them an afternoon siesta, and then turn the lights back on in late afternoon into evening.
It's not
Have you
bad.
ever thought of that?
I have now.
Nappy time.
I actually, when I'm working, okay, you know what? All you people see me on, since I started streaming, you haven't seen me when I do actually go to work. And when that happens, I'm generally up really early,
Wrong way.
especially when I'm breeding fish, because you got to get that morning feeding in, and then I got to go to work for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So what I do is, like, my lights will come on at like 4:30 a.m. and I'll get up right about that same time, make a cup of coffee, and then I'll come down here, feed all the baby fish. Then about 11 o'clock-ish in the morning, the lights will shut back off. So they run from like 4:30 to 11. The lights shut back off, and I keep the fish room dark. So then right about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, the lights will come back on. I give them their evening feeding, and the lights will stay on till about 10 o'clock or so. And then they shut back off. And for a while there, I actually ran just 8-hour cycles, and it worked out pretty good. You just 8 on, 8 off, 8 on, 8 off, and you just keep running that.
Mine's 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's a lot of light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you think that's a lot? All right, how much, Danny? How
But
much
you can
light
you
run?
can decrease that amount. Don't get me wrong. You can
Yeah.
you know.
Adjust it,
I-
right?
I
Body
go to
dwellers
grab
says
their
3
food,
on,
and now they
3
all
off,
hide.
6 on.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Danny will tell you, having an afternoon siesta, you can have your lights on for, say, 4 or 5 hours in the morning, or 4 to 6 hours in the morning, and then run a siesta in the afternoon when you're busy doing stuff, and then in the evening when you want to enjoy your tanks again, you turn them on for another 4 to 6 hours, and then shut them off and let them go to
Alright.
sleep again.
So,
mine are on like 15 hours.
okay, the science behind the plants, like basically the short answer is that plants can only absorb 14 hours worth of light in any 24-hour period.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to keep.
So there, you shouldn't, and the extra 2 hours that you're putting in is not really being used. But I mean, with that siesta in the middle, the 8-hour break, like basically you're like you're not giving your plants enough dark time too, which is actually when plants get most of their vertical growth is when there's no light. So they grow horizontally when there is light, and they grow vertically when there's no light. So if you're gonna do a siesta, I would do like 6 on, 10 off, 6 on, and 8 off, or whatever the math is. I don't care right now. But
Right.
I run my tanks at like 10 hours and off the rest of the time. I do have a couple tanks that get a little bit of a brighter light, and I can't really adjust how close the light is just because of how the light is. So I just those are like 8.5 or 9 hours versus the 10 hours of my
Okay,
other
so you
tanks.
run that long.
But then
I
my
was running-
African cichlid tank that's out in my living room, I have that one at like 14 hours, and it's
Yeah.
I never get like any algae in there. So
Well, I was beginning to think I might need to run mine a little bit longer lights because I was only basically running 6 hours.
I'm telling you, Mr. Manifesto, you can do an honest to God.
Yeah, I think I'm
So,
going
like,
to
When
actually.
you get up in the
The
morning,
lights.
you can turn your lights on, you can do your feeding, but you need a timer. Then let them go for a little while. The fish get to do whatever they want to do. Your plants get a chance to grow, and then
Okay, 12
mid
on,
morning
12
shut them back off. And then later in the afternoon, when you come back home after work, they can all come back on.
Right.
So,
See, this
so
guy
you
gets
got
12
lights
on, 12
when you're
off.
there to enjoy them. But now, granted, for me, I had a pretty close to a set schedule. So I was 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. was my normal schedule. Sometimes I'd work 10 hours, sometimes 12. But I kind of had a set schedule, so it worked for me. But that way, I was able to have the lights come on, like 15 to 20 minutes before I did my morning feeding, because I was feeding a lot of baby fish. Baby fish cannot go very long without food. They have little itty bitty stomachs and a super hyperactive metabolism, so they have to be fed off.
Wait a
So
second.
the lights
Terry,
would
I
come
think
on.
you did your math wrong earlier.
What's that?
You said you did 8 on, 8 off, 8 on, 8 off. That's 36 hours.
Oh, yeah, well, there's a lot of people.
8 times 3 is 24.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
said
8
it 4
times
times.
3. But you said 8, 8, 8, and 8.
Well, okay, I said it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, the lights come on in the morning, and I ran them for whatever. I want to say it was 8 hours, but it
So
was
was it
probably
6 on,
6.
6 off, 6 on, 6 off?
6
And if you're
on-
doing it that way, that seems like a good
That'd be
logical way to
18.
do it.
Well, however, I'd have to get my timer and actually look at. They came on at 4:30, and then they shut off basically early afternoon, and then they would come back on in the afternoon at like 4 o'clock, and then I'd run from like 4 to 10, and then at 10 o'clock they'd shut off till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay.
No, I turned mine on like 2 or 3, and I shut them off whenever I go to bed. So they're on like 15, 16 hours a day.
Hey, there
See,
was a
yeah,
while.
I used
I'm
to
not
do
gonna
it
lie,
without
there was a
timers.
while I was running a fish room where the lights stayed on damn near 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I did that for an awfully long time, where I just left the
can't do
lights
that.
on. They
I
never
know
shut off.
there's some people that come into the store and they'll be like, just that they leave their lights on 24 hours a day. I'm like, how do you sleep?
But
Like,
I wasn't a plant guy at the time. Well, the fish room was in the basement, so I slept
Yeah.
just fine. But I wasn't keeping a lot of live plants. I was only keeping the easy ones. I was doing an awful lot of Hygrophila deformis and guppy grass, stuff like that. And I just left the lights on. Never
Yep.
shut them off.
No.
I'm trying a new schedule here. I'm gonna try this out.
And then I learned that plants do appreciate their downtime. And I was like, well, maybe that's why I'm not the greatest at plants. You know, I could grow the heck out of simple plants like the swords, you know, root feeding plants, stuff like that. They'll 24/7. But
Patty, you like your company, love Terry.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
had the
it.
cops come. I told this story
Yeah,
before.
you
The
did.
cops
Yeah.
came and said,
Yeah,
"Dude, what are you growing in your basement?"
Fish. I got some marijuana and some fish.
You're like, come here, let me show you.
Yeah, let me see. You want to see my plants? Oh, you mean my fish?
So that's 6 hours plus another 3 hours. That's only 9 hours. All right, so I'm gonna shoot for 10. So maybe I should do it.
Yeah, seriously, the
Do it,
cops
do it.
knocking on the door. I just have a big old smile on my face, like, come on, man, let me
Dude,
show
it
you.
really happened.
Let me show you.
I did, man. I
It's
brought
great,
them down
you'll
and
love
they
it.
They thought it was
Yeah.
the coolest thing ever. They were like, "Oh, this is cool as all get out."
Right.
Yeah, well, you got a fish store down.
Meanwhile, they didn't look in the closet.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You-
See, you distract them with the fish tanks and you don't take them to the other room where you actually are growing stuff.
Right.
Well, no, he shut the light off, you know, so you can't see those lights. So they're only seeing the fish light.
Oops.
Man, I had a cop in my backyard at the same time as 7 cannabis plants one time.
Oh shit.
Half of them wouldn't even know what they were looking at.
Unless you have some trees, you know.
He came over because my neighbor was beating her dog and I called the cops on her.
Oh Jesus.
So-
Well, that's a good reason
So-
to call the cops on somebody.
Well, right, exactly. So he came over and I took him straight into my backyard and was just, keeping all of his focus over on the neighbor with her dog and the neighbor dog and stuff. So it's like, just look over this way.
Now, I do a lot of
filters. Ain't noisy. Don't
I do a lot of hunting, and I do a lot of hunting
What's up,
on
Mike?
public land.
Yeah, mine.
A thing with a lot of, because in Indiana it's still illegal. Percent still illegal. Why do you keep muting me?
Oh, never mind.
Who? What? I don't.
Dennis
Is that-
keeps muting me. I don't know if he wants me to talk or what.
It's a mutiny.
Yeah,
He
it's a
doesn't.
mutiny, yeah.
But, anyways, long story short, I was dove hunting and came across an illegal grow, but I did it during the dark, and I didn't know it. So I'm set up to start hunting. I'm waiting for the sun to come up so I can start blasting these mourning doves, which are very tasty, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept smelling, dude. I kept smelling fucking dope. And all I could think of was my buddy, probably partook the night before, and I'm like, dude, how much did you smoke? Anyways, the sun finally came up, and I looked, man, and dude, there was like 4 plants surrounding me that were just like, I'm like, oh, I'm in somebody's grow. Oops.
Yeah, out in the middle of the woods. Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Oh yeah. Always do the.
All right, so I'm changing my photo period here, man.
Uh-oh, you're going to run a morning and an evening?
Yeah,
No, you can change
it's
it.
gonna go on for 3 hours in the morning. From
Yeah,
6
but
a.m.
now, hey, before you do that, Mr. Manifesto, that comes with a warning, man. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
Crips, and if they're used to a certain photo period, they ain't going to like it when you change it.
This is true.
Well,
I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know now. So if
They
they start
melt, they
melting
melt.
back, it ain't my fault.
This is true.
yeah, you should try another experimental tank that has no time.
Or I should just adjust it slowly.
Crips
Yeah.
do not like sudden changes in photo period.
They don't like sudden changes in anything.
I know, you can just like look at a Crip the wrong way and it'll start to melt.
Yeah,
Crips
water,
are like the
light,
celestial pearl Daniel of plants.
ATF. Who's ATF?
they're either gonna do really, really good or die.
Yeah.
All the fish.
Yeah, basically just viewing
Oh,
purposes, all
okay.
things fish. So I can, you know,
Yeah, if you
not
want
be
to go
sitting in
there,
the dark
go
in the
ahead.
morning looking at
Yeah.
dark fish tanks and then go to work. And then come home and only see the fish tanks for a few hours.
Man,
What
I
time do you
honestly,
start
I
your
bred
tag?
fish for a really, really long time, and doing that split photo period worked really well for me.
I'm going to keep it on those tanks because there are no crypts in those tanks. Or the crypts actually, there are crypts in those tanks, but I just planted them. So
Move them.
we'll keep that.
Crips.
No, I'll just keep that because they're just going to adjust to whatever the photo period is, right?
Well, after they melt back and pout for about 6 months.
But I literally just planted them like yesterday or the day before. So
those will be okay.
Yeah, but see, you get
Yeah.
crypts like this with a 10-hour photo period.
Yeah. But I think I am going.
Oh, no,
to,
this one gets a 9-hour. Never mind.
If they die, they die. You know what, though? I've had crypts just totally melt back to where there was not a single leaf nowhere. And then, like, months later, leaves start just popping out of the substrate. And you're like, what in the hell is this? And then you're like, oh, yeah, there was a crypt there.
I'm just going to add an extra, hour on in the morning or the before and after the schedule for now.
I just wanted to throw that warning out there. If
Well,
your
good
crypt
thing you
died,
did because I would have shocked the crap out of all my crypts.
You crypts wouldn't have been there in a couple
freaking
days.
jerk.
Yeah. I was like, you asshole, you killed all my
You
plants.
killed on my crypts.
Really? Now you're gonna buy him there, Jason? Come on.
Wait a minute. I didn't. Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right, I got to go the other way.
Oh,
Gotta
you
go
don't
I
check
have
Shut up.
figured out
the
that what little I do know about plants. I think a stable lighting period is paramount. As long as you keep
Yeah.
it stable.
Okay.
That's what I really think it's about because, like, I was doing a really good job of keeping my lights at like a maximum of like 8 hours before. Like, when I wasn't using a timer, like, I would leave my friend's house early just to make sure that I could, like, turn my lights off on time and stuff. But that I was still getting like serious algae problems and stuff because like sometimes there would only be like 4 hours between the lights being on and off. Sometimes there'd be 12 or 14 hours between the lights being on and off, and so
All right, be back there.
it's more about consistency. I really feel like, and after getting my tank set up on timers, it's much better.
I have kind of found that out myself.
Bye,
I know you guys don't know me as a plant guy, and I've got a crap ton of hair algae in a lot of my tanks, but I 100% agree with what Danny just said.
Well,
Putting
subscribe,
things on
Barbie.
timers and letting them run automatically will help your plants out a lot.
Yep.
It's almost like the plants know that, hey, pretty soon the lights are going to turn off, and you know they just run their life accordingly. I don't know how plants know, but they know. If they just have that constant routine, the plants kind of know.
Well, they adapt to their environment. So if you're changing their environment, they have to readapt. Like, nature is not 100% the same every day, but it's pretty darn close to where, like, you know, if it rains one day and it doesn't rain the next, it's not a huge difference. But the sun and the pattern of the sun is like almost consistent every day. It's a very, very minute change on a day-to-day basis, whereas, you know, the difference between the winter solstice and the summer equinox are completely different.
Right. But it happens so gradually that they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, plants are alive.
No, they're plastic. You get out of the bag. Yeah?
And plants actually feel pain. as well.
Oh.
that
Oh God, now
that's
you're gonna make me feel bad.
no,
every time
it's not it's not the same as us, per se or whatever. Where like,
Ouch! Don't trim
but-
me. No,
but-
don't do
but
that.
like when you cut your grass, that smell that you get of fresh cut grass
your
is
death.
actually the distress scent that the grass is
Whoa, that
releasing because
smell.
of the pain that it's in.
Oh, so what are aquatic plants inject out?
I'm sure they have their own same sort of thing when you're trimming up their plants and stuff like
Oh.
that. And then, when they're doing their pearling and stuff too, right after you do a trim, that pearling is often a sign of a happy plant, but it can also be, a sign of, you just did a trimming of it and it's kind of going through some stuff right now.
Hell, I trim my hornroot. I don't hardly get any pearly, so I must have some sad plants there.
Yeah, I'm
Tiny
gonna
bit.
change these lights. I think. Did I change it on that one?
I have a specific pair of tennis shoes that I cut the grass in because that it stains
Green
your
ones?
tennis shoes. I didn't
Yep.
realize that was grass tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't cut
So-
me! Don't cut me!
They're just coated in grass tears.
The grass pea. Yeah.
Kentucky bluegrass grass.
They're underwater, so you can't hear them scream.
Yeah, right.
But your fish can.
Right.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God,
Fill your
damn,
pepper.
man, I actually bought new fish today, and you can't even see them on the camera. I'm
There's
gonna have
fish in that tank?
yeah. It's hard to believe. He's
There
gonna
they
go
are.
screw- Yeah,
There they are.
just because you said that, you go, okay, I'll go screw with one for a while. Meanwhile, all the other ones are like, yeah, I ain't coming out for nothing, man.
How do I set your? How do I get your tank up? Just hit your tank.
You click on Terry
The
and
large
then
icon.
solo layout.
Oh, okay. His icon.
Just look at the bottom. You see everybody. You see that large
I see.
icon? Just click on that large icon. There you go.
There you go.
And then go back to the small ones to bring everybody down. See?
There you go.
Yeah.
And you can also change the
Ah!
you can change the layout and stuff too. If there's only 3 people, they tend to put them side by side with the
Like that.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can make yourself the more important one, but still keep us up here so that we're your 3 little stooges.
He just left. He just kicked himself off.
You can just, leave us up here if you want. That works too.
Oh well. How many times has Terry done that? Every time, poof, he disappeared. Now I know how to do
Yep.
that.
I mean, man, when you're going off of a phone too, all the buttons are so close together, and if you're not looking at your phone straight on, you accidentally hit the leave instead of the chat button all the time.
Hey, Dennis, I highly do recommend, though, that when you do have Danny up and it's late at night, to just leave Danny up and then go upstairs and go to sleep.
No,
Yeah.
I don't,
Because he'll run your stream.
I'll run that
I know
stream to the
while.
ground.
but what I'm saying, I'm in my bedroom, so I have to shut him off.
Yeah, he'll run your
Growing
stream for a
503.
while.
Come on up,
It's
Shannon.
growing.
Oh, I thought you were going to work. Never mind. Say hello.
No, she was doing adult things. She's working tomorrow, I think is what she said.
Oh, she doesn't working.
She didn't want to talk to us anymore.
Oh, we're snobbish. Okay. I understand.
She's had enough of us.
Yeah, she was the first. Now she left. I'm all right. I've had enough of you guys.
Oh, Mr. Manifesto's planted some peppers too. How are your peppers doing?
I have one habanero I'm growing, and so far so good. It's growing.
All right.
I fertilized it last
it's-
weekend, so this weekend you should
It
probably.
is totally time for me to weed now.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
you got.
It's all grown up, and I can finally start to see the difference between, the carrot and the not a
And
carrot.
the weeds. Yeah, you compare the weeds. Yeah. What's
Oh, but
edible
man.
and what's not. Yeah.
The
That
whole
looks like-
garden just smells so good from all the different basils that I
That
have.
looks like 3 days worth of work, is what that looks like.
Oh, about
Yeah,
3
on your
hours
hands-
worth of work.
On your hands and knees?
Yeah.
Okay, you're still young.
But then, yeah, my ghost pepper is like doing awesome, fully
oh, man.
bushing out now.
All right.
And,
We're going to have a ghost pepper eating contest? See if you can
No,
last?
but we
Wow,
can
that
have a
one's already
Trinidad.
flowering. You're gonna pull those.
Oh yeah,
flowers
I
off?
already got peppers
Oh,
on my
yeah?
Trinidad
Come on.
scorpion.
All right, let's see a sample. Come on, think about it.
It's not ready yet.
Right now, it's not going to be any more than like nothing.
It's
Oh, I know.
it's gonna be
It
bitter.
hasn't matured enough to get all the flaming.
But I
judgment.
like to turn my pepper plants into like little mini trees. I like to take off all the excess foliage down from the bottom.
Yeah, make them stocky and bushy. Yeah.
Yep.
Give 'em some
Tomatoes have
strength.
shot up like crazy.
Yeah.
Already got a flower too.
A flower and your corn is just barely going. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's going good, man.
Corn's
Usually
going
they say,
pretty
what,
good. It's,
knee high by the 4th of July, and it's probably knee high.
It's knee high already.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Dill's doing good. Cucumbers.
They got some growing to do.
I
but
got some
they'll get
little
there.
flowers going already, but it needs to go up on the trellis.
They will.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Dee Dee.
By September,
blue
I
basil.
guarantee you,
Oh,
by
that's fine.
September, that trellis will be full.
I see you down there.
Oh, yeah.
Have been down there too long?
No.
But man, look at the blackberries though.
Oh wow.
See, that's what I want to do. I want to do my whole
Yeah.
back fence in like blackberries or raspberries
Crazy.
or a combination of the two.
Yeah. Let's see.
Heck yeah.
That's what I want my back.
So many blackberries.
Do you do anything with them?
Eat them.
Well, yeah, make
I
jelly
usually
or
cut 'em
anything.
back.
I make smoothies, and I haven't made any like jelly or anything like that yet, but I think I might do that this year because I have. Oh gosh, I definitely have
How long have you been working on that?
like 10 times as many blackberry flowers as I did last year.
How long have you been working on that blackberry patch?
I
I've
cut
been
mine
at the
out in
house
Berlin.
I've been at this house for like a year and a half, and the blackberries, the whole like bush area is like 3 times bigger than it was when I moved in. But the overall like output of how many like flowers
Yeah.
and stuff is like 10 times
So they were
because of the
existing
type
when
of
you
trimming that I've been doing on
bought-
it.
So they were existing when you bought the house, or have you
Yeah,
been
they
just-
were existing when I bought the house, but they didn't look anything like that.
They just
No, they
didn't
were-
take care of them.
They were
looked-
wild.
It was pretty much about like this right here
Yeah.
was what it was like, and now it's got all that.
Yeah, that's the way ours are. They just grow wild.
And then my my gooseberry shrub is starting to come back to life now from
Oh,
the
yeah,
transplanting. So that's
got
gonna
a-
be good in a couple years.
Yeah.
And I got some grapes that I'm gonna build an arbor for.
Oh yeah. Cool.
They're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my
Oh.
mint. Mint is my
Come on
favorite.
out there, all my
Chocolate
sisters.
mint.
I
Mike,
have a
Hold up.
hawthorn tree I just put in a bonsai pot that was looking kind of sketchy. I think it's starting to
Nice.
spring back.
strawberries with a bunch of extra random stuff that just kind of pops up in there.
Got it. My
This
old
was
house,
a hanging pot that is no longer hanging.
Yeah,
It was too heavy.
It's a leading pot.
that's a sitting pot there.
Yeah.
It got way too heavy.
I think you need some reinforcement in that pole there.
Really?
Hey, Danny, I think you need a little more support on that pole there.
Yeah. Don't think
man.
that one quite so far. It's not quite far enough into the ground quite yet.
Yeah. Look at that. It's way too
Oh.
heavy pot, whatever that is.
It's a heavy pot.
It's a freaking spring that's gonna take somebody's eye out, though, man.
Yeah, it's gonna launch it over the neighbor's fence.
Yeah, it's gonna launch like a
I
catapult.
wonder. No, it's not even like.
Oh no,
That's-
man, it's bent.
Wow, look at that night crawler though.
Oh, right.
Eat it.
Oh
eat
man,
it.
I can't. It's gone now. Nope, completely gone.
You're too slow.
It's too
All right,
slippery
man.
too. They got that weird coating.
They got that
Nightcrawlers
slime
are
on them.
the sign of a healthy lawn, man.
Oh yeah. The lemon tree is doing good after the transplant into a pot, so I got a lot of nice new growth on my little
Juniper?
blue star juniper.
Yeah.
It doesn't look so much like a little bonsai tree anymore, but I'm gonna do some trimming and stuff here in another month or so.
Yep.
Hey, trivia
Hey.
question.
Uh-oh.
What do they do? What do they make out of juniper berry?
Gin.
Ah,
Gin and tonic.
Yep.
damn right. They make gin and
Elderberries.
tonic out of juniper berries. That's right.
Terry, that was the wrong panel to ask something like that if you expected a pause.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry.
That's right. And gin is disgusting, by the way.
Gin is
gross.
disgusting.
I can't do
But-
gin.
Or
I,
gin
for
and-
some reason, I
turpentine,
like
man.
a 7-7. You know, a Seagram 7 gin with 7-Up. It's
Oh.
all right.
I
absolutely.
can see that. I can see
Gin-
But
that.
after 3 or 4 of them, they're not too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there
The
you go.
problem is it takes
If you
3 or
don't
4 of
mind,
them
if you
before
don't
they
mind
taste decent.
smelling like a pine tree the next day, it's
Yeah.
all good, man.
Oh my god.
Hello, buddy.
It's like turpentine, man, I swear. It's not far off.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
Flame on.
Can you say blueberries?
Didn't you just say blueberries and
Now,
pumpkin?
now you need some ice cream. Well, after those ripen up a bit.
Yeah, I was say
Yeah.
they're not really blue right now. They're
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
kind of sour, too. Yeah.
Berries and cream, Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo, can I have some berries and cream?
weird is none of my other blueberry bushes have any flowers or blueberries.
Yeah,
Just
give
that
them
one.
time, man. It's early yet. Give them time.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him time.
I ran out of potting soil on mine, so I started throwing Eco Complete from an old fish tank.
Nice.
That should do real good. It's already well
Yeah, good.
fertilized.
Manny,
Consider
you're
that.
really failing anymore because he just gave you time is on your hands.
Yeah.
Too much time on my hands.
Oh, sorry.
Too much time on my hands.
That's
How
a
are you
small
gonna How are you gonna beat Bob Steenfod at the sing off?
Oh. Just give him a
I
donut.
saw
and
that
he'll
comment.
shut
That
right
was
up.
funny.
You just give him a donut and he'll be quiet. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why
Give
is the
Bob
lights
the
on
donut.
tonight?
Yeah, give Bob the donut.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. Yeah, he's not no skinny man,
yeah.
But apparently Bob's tall. Apparently Bob's
Yeah.
like 6'2" or 6.
Yeah, he's
I
about
think
my
he's
height,
bigger
yeah.
than that.
Oh no, he was like 6'5", I think is what
Yeah,
they
he's
said
tall
actually.
and he's hefty. They
Yeah.
call him for the heavy work.
Oh yeah, him and Corey. Yeah.
I've been doing some upgrading on my bucket of tadpoles.
Oh,
Give them some
give him some greenery.
plants.
Yeah.
Yep. But I've strangely lost like all the big ones. There's still like a couple in there, but now I have like a whole nother batch of teeny tiny tadpoles.
Dude,
Oh,
they
the other
instantly grow, man. Gonna
ones,
be
they grow,
frogs
they
tomorrow.
reproduce, and they die.
Are they tadpoles or toadpoles?
Toad poles.
They're
Yeah, it could be
tadpoles.
toads.
They're
Especially if they're
tadpoles.
like the small little black ones.
Tads or
Yeah,
toads.
Yeah, I grew those suckers out and they turned out to be toads.
Didn't we talk about this before? They're just
Yep.
little tree frogs.
I
I've already
posted that
shown you all the
video.
tree frogs and stuff that I have in my neighborhood.
wish I had tree frogs.
I've
and
never
stuff.
seen a toad in my neighborhood, but I've seen tree frogs like almost, well, at least every week of like summer and spring.
I wish I lived in a warmer climate,
You
man.
posted that video and I'm like, damn, they grow quick.
Yeah, so here's my big the tadpoles that I brought inside. There's one that's kind of up on the front. So he's getting there.
Getting there. He doesn't look any different.
No.
I don't know, he's
You
decent size
feeding
now.
that guy?
Yeah, I'm feeding that guy. Not really though. They're kind of just eating on the Java moss and stuff.
No wonder he's like starving, man. Did they
There's
eat like
two of them in
insects and
there.
stuff?
No, they eat plants and algae. They eat like bugs when they get bigger, but when
That's
they're
pretty
tiny,
much.
they're eating like little algae and stuff like that. I've been throwing those extreme nano pellets in there every so often. That they don't really seem to like go after them, but then like when I look at the cup like the next day or whatever, I don't see any of the little pellets still floating in there, so I guess they're eating them.
Yeah. As long as you're putting something in there, I think, whatever, so it breaks down.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
They are pretty.
What are those? Those velvet?
Jerry, you had asked about anybody's. These are blue bolts.
Blue bolts.
So I've had these about a month, and that one back there is actually buried. So that's
Nice.
a good sign. They're just in 2.5 right now. I'm actually setting up a 10 right now to move them to.
All right.
But I mean, pretty simple. I'm just using straight RO, Fluval stratum substrate, and then salty shrimp GH to remineralize.
Right on.
Salty shrimp.
Salty shrimp. That's the stuff that, Flip Aquatics sells
shrimp?
that?
Salted.
I think Flip has it. Priscilla usually sells the Dennerla, whatever their shrimp supplement is.
Priscilla
But
Swiss
I use-
Aquatics.
Yeah, yep. But I use salty shrimp. And I've had these guys for about a month, so they seem to be doing okay. I started with a dozen, and as far as I can tell, I still have a dozen. So not doing too bad. I haven't kept Cardinas since probably Crystal Reds first came out, like the early 2000s. So
And you got,
kind of cool.
I see, I don't know what that plant is right there. Looks like
Barnwort.
Anacris.
This-
Is it?
Or-
No.
This
No, that's
is
Pumistemus salatus.
this right here is Nahas guadalupensis, so your standard guppy grass.
Oh,
This over here is Egeria densa
Okay.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Anacris, same thing, and then
Anacris,
some
okay.
Yeah. That's
some
more
cute
dense
hair
and
algae in the back.
And a sponge filter, is that what you got going in there? Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
just a
That's it.
sponge filter.
Yeah.
So
It's unheated,
that's
right?
a free home. I'm setting up at 10 right now for them. Yep, the room
That's
right
just room
now
temp?
is, I don't know. It says it's 75 in here. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, it's close
the,
enough.
the low says 73, but it's not heat. No heater in the tank. So and then up here, these are those are blue velvets. The light up there sucks, but see if we can fix it quick.
Oh, I see 'em.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank God you don't have
They're pretty
black
dark.
gloves up there. You wouldn't see them.
Yeah, there's a guy. A little easier to see.
And these are Neos?
Yep. So the blue velvets
Yeah.
are Neos. There's a guy there. Some critters over here. There's probably. I started with 12 before I went to Guam back in December, and I bet there's over 100 in there now.
I was going to say, come on back there.
I haven't done any water changes that one. And then that's a Hamburg Matten filter. I can't change the focus when I'm in StreamYard. But it's a 20 high with a Hamburg batten filter, just plain sand in the bottom. Same thing over here. I don't know if you'll see there's some orange neos up here.
Yeah, I hate that you can't change the focus on your camera when you're in StreamYard.
Yeah, it's a pain.
That's a pain.
It's free, so there's that.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a little-
probably the one you pay for, you can probably do it.
Perhaps.
It just kind of takes over your phone settings.
There's a little
Oh,
orange neo in
you're
this thing.
using a phone. I was like, how the hell StreamYard know what the focus length is on your camera?
Yeah,
But
no,
you're on your phone.
for right now.
Yeah.
This is
That little
another
dude
20
dancing
high.
around, man. He's just
Yeah.
he's like,
Come on, I'm shy. What? Get me away from me.
It's another 20 high with the Hamburg Matten filter, same type of setup, just some guppy grass in there. And there's some, actually, I don't know if you can see them. There's some LT gray endlers in there,
tigre.
females. One male coming up to
Those
the
are
front,
cool.
but I can't focus on him, so that blows. There you go, maybe. Nope. Got the LT grays up there. And then over here,
Tigre.
oh, let's see if we can find some. There's some yellow neos cruising around.
Now that's a tank.
Heck yeah. Is that an Amano floating there? What is that?
There's yellow neos there.
Oh, that's the yellow neo.
A yellow
Is that
neo
your
Carabiner. So there's
125?
another one cruising over this way. And then there's just,
Oh.
Kind of breaking up.
Yeah.
those are else.
And he's gone.
Yeah, it's all the water in
Those are
there.
El Silverado, and there's
Oh, there we go.
so this is this tank doesn't really get water changes very often, maybe once a month or so. It's got the yellow neos, the Silverado, and there's some super red bristle noses in there growing out somewhere. Maybe over here. See that guy? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I
just
get
convinced
plenty
I'm doing it all wrong, man.
I got plenty of those over there.
I gotta
And
stop.
then-
looking at
Have
these
a
I don't
other-
know, as far as plants.
substrate in that tank.
It's a nice tank.
Just sand. So
Oh,
and then
there is
there's
sand.
there's just a ball of Java fern floating around. Sand. There's a little bit of Bacopa, some Ludwigia repens, Arcuata hybrid, Rotella willichia, red.
Sounds like a car drove by.
Sure.
He's lost
Uh,
there yet.
Hydrophylla. And all this is stuff pulled out of my 125. So then a little CO2 diffuser, just plugging away.
Ah,
I knew you had
See,
it.
that's why I thought
And,
it was
this
your
is-
125s because you pulled it
I don't know
all
what light
out
that
of your
is.
125.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So, and then-
so,
I don't know. The 125 right now has about 120. 125 has about 65 species of plants. I plan to cut that in half now that I'm getting some tanks set up in the basement that I can move stuff to.
yeah, it looks like the
Otherwise, like this. This Ludwigia, the Repens Arcuata hybrid just grows stupid fast.
But if you cut the species in half-
Rotella willichii, it's kind of a hard plant to grow.
Yeah, those plants that have the really, really small leaves are tough.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah. So I mean, it's hard until it settles in, and then like I've tried to keep the Willichii before, and this time around I don't know if it's just a different strain or what, but it won't go away. So,
It won't go away.
and then as far as foods go, with this tank I feed Ken's Stinking Wafers. They get some baby brine shrimp, vinegar eels, some snowflakes like the soybean type hull shrimp foods.
What do you got? Do you have another sponge filter back there just hanging out in case you need it, or what's that?
Yep. So I went to
That
Guam
blank
for this
outlet tube.
Yeah, you might be able to see it back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's back there.
that way.
It's not hooked up right now, but before I went to Guam, for 2 months. So I had 25 tanks up, and I tore most of them down So I just moved the sponge filters into existing
Oh, to
tanks
just keep-
just to
keep 'em
keep them
seated,
moving.
yeah.
I didn't have
Yeah,
them in
just to
airlines
keep them,
up,
just
so
to
they
keep
weren't really
them
running.
going.
Yeah, keep
Gotcha.
'em
Yeah.
alive.
Smart idea, and just instead of
how-
just letting them dry out.
Yeah, kill them. Yep.
Yeah, and then, so I've got this 40 breeder up here is empty. That's probably going to turn into, I'm going to start collecting Wapoga eggs again for my rainbows. I'll probably take the endlers and the shrimp out of here, put them in a 20 high, and then move.
How are you going
I
to
don't
catch
know,
all the
move
shrimp and
here.
endlers out of that tank?
But this tank back there,
Yeah, that's a
yeah, it's a
lot of
mess.
time, Terry.
You just
You can
grab a
just
plant
see
and
those
you
are the
take it
crypt-
into the other tank and you shake.
Yeah, that'd be about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's how I fed the pufferfish this morning. I grabbed a little plastic plant that was covered in snails and I took it over to their tank and I gave it a shake.
Like, in the world are you going to get endlers and shrimp out of that tank as heavily planted
Yeah.
as it is?
A big net.
You just pull all the plants out and then put them back.
Oh, okay.
Or I pull
Gonna
the
have to get
plants
one of
out,
those
I give them
little,
to somebody else, and then I put new plants
Big
in it.
net.
In other words, you're tearing the tank down.
Get one of those fish traps that Peck Tech showed us this past week.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
Those
cool.
are actually
More
kind
or
of cool.
less.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What kind of
Wow.
rainbows
So-
do you got in that tank?
And then
So
if
it's on
these
the
guys ever
rainbows.
come out, we'll try.
Ooh, come out.
Oh yeah, so my 125 upstairs, it's a Chilatharina alani Wapoga collection point. So I've had those for about a year. I've probably raised,
That's
I don't know.
cool.
they'll lay 60, 70 eggs a week if I let them, but I've only raised about 100 out of them and spread some around and moved them up to 125 and quit spawning them for a while. I mean, they still spawn in the 125. I started pulling fry out again. There's a 2.5 over here with fry in it. But I'm trying. I'm hoping these guys are pretty shy. These are the new crypt I got. Don't want to come out right now.
Hello.
Hi,
Oh, yeah.
fishy,
Come out
fishy.
where you are. No, goodbye.
Mike, are you streaming tonight?
I am.
Who?
Yeah.
What time?
Mike.
In about 10 minutes.
Okay,
So I'll go at
so.
9 Central Time.
9 Central. That'll be what? 20 minutes?
It's 10.
We can walk you through setting your CO2 up tonight if you want.
Oh, I'm not ready.
You can kind of see those
You
guys
got
right
the
now.
equipment, you
There's
don't got
But-
everything else, huh?
But I can take the parts out. I don't have my tank. I just got the regulator.
you don't
in
have a
today.
choice, Deb.
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
that's fine. Just remember,
Yeah, we
I'm
can
blonde.
talk about it if you
You may
want.
have to repeat it more than one time.
Okay, Deb, take him out of the
These guys
package.
don't want to cooperate.
No.
Super cool fish when they
10
come out.
minutes or-
Right now, they're in a pretty small tank for them.
Yeah, I'll go to about that another 10 minutes. Yeah. Then we go up to his.
I can't remember. Usually Bentley comes on about 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Bentley usually starts at 8, and then I usually start at 9, and Bentley just overflows. And if people want to jump over to it, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, don't ask me to cut and paste your site 'cause I don't know how yet.
You've
Oh,
done
no,
great,
it's a
Dennis.
mod.
You've learned a lot tonight.
That's
I'm
what
pretty
mods
sure
are for.
everybody.
And nobody's a
anybody
mod,
can
so
do it. How do you make anybody a mod? Let's see. Do we make you
I
a
haven't
mod,
looked-
Edie? I don't
Yeah,
know
go
how
ahead.
to do that.
here, make me a
How
mod.
do you do that? How do I
You gotta
do
click on my name in YouTube. You gotta do it in YouTube, in the chat.
Okay, let me go. Where's YouTube at? The Eeny Miny Mall. Okay, now
We'll take,
I'm over there.
Oh, it is Tuesday. Catfish Terry's on tonight too. Jesus.
On a Tuesday.
Oh yeah, damn. Am I doing his time over?
Tuesdays
You're gonna get in
get-
Not yet.
trouble,
There's a lot of
Dennis.
people that go on Tuesdays now.
No, he goes at
Yeah.
9.
Jenny.
You're getting close,
Oh.
but you're not there yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go 10 more minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what are you talking about the moderator? How do I do that?
If you
up-
click
Click on the 3 dots next to his comment.
Yeah, on the
Who's
live
coming?
chat.
And then
In the
hit
chat.
mute this user.
Which
Make sure
one?
it says
Me?
Danny Weshy.
No, which one am I doing this to?
Manifesto.
You?
Yes, mute
Yeah.
this user.
Replace what? Remove, timeout, report.
Make moderator.
All of the above.
Dennis has the power now.
It doesn't say anything about moderators. It says
Are
replace.
you under?
can,
Are you
report.
under your account? The right.
No, I just did it on your. No. Oh, hell no.
What?
I just pressed on your
Ooh.
name and hit the triple dots.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you
Rainbow fish.
Yeah.
Yep, these are the Wapoga upstairs in the
Oh,
125.
and I guess nobody's posting the link. Sorry.
Yeah. Just say.
Sorry, all things fish.
Oh, I'm not worried about it,
What's
man.
that red crypt up front?
Yeah, that's what it says. I can remove
this-
you. I can
these guys?
send your message.
Yeah,
Put you
So
in
that's
not
timeout.
that's not a crypt.
Nope.
Never mind.
Do you know what that
Oh,
is?
there it is. I see it now. Add a moderator. They just popped up.
There you go.
No, it's a type of sword, though, right?
Oh
Yeah,
no, I
that's-
gave it to S. That's the way I'm supposed to do it. Oh well, S, you're a moderator now.
Welcome, S.
So those
Uh,
swords
okay,
actually.
Dee, you're a moderator too. Then okay, what the hell? Who am I
It's,
supposed to give it to? Everybody's a moderator, like you know, like everybody else. Yeah.
Let's see if this works. Nope, I'm not a moderator.
What the hell? I did it. What? I don't have the power.
I don't.
Wow.
I got power.
Who knows?
Should I give Patty the moderator status? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Does anybody know how to get rid of if you block somebody on YouTube? How do you want undo it?
Have you unblocked him?
I don't know.
You go to your channel settings and you find your block list, and then you can.
Where's
Remove
settings?
people from-
Where's settings? So you bring your channel up.
You go to settings, like not
Apps.
like your channel.
Speaking of blocking people,
Who they
Wasn't
blocked
it-
now?
wasn't it Terry that accidentally blocked JDR? Not you, Terry. Catfish Terry blocked
Yeah.
JDR,
Accidentally.
and then he realized it.
After the fact.
I haven't seen JDR in a while,
YouTube
man.
apps.
No.
Bob
Where the
Kaler
heck's
timed
the
me out the
settings?
other night.
Where's the settings tab?
Anyway,
Real
can
time
you
out.
guys be quiet for 1 second so Mike
Sorry.
can tell me what these red swords are?
The red swords.
They're probably a hybrid.
So that's Echinoderus socarno. So
Socarno.
SOEKRNO. And these are juvies.
Oh, there it is.
The mother plant is back here. And as you can see, this is a 125, so they only get about 18 inches tall. And they'll usually, the big one's been shaded out a little bit, but they'll usually keep this red coloration most of the time. If you want one, Danny, buzz me a message, and I've got these guys. If you're interested, I can send one your way. So this is just. So if you look,
Your settings.
How
So it's
tall
just-
did you say they get? 18 inches?
about 18 inches.
Whew, that's a big plant.
So I've got.
Really?
So this is one. There's right now I have 6 runners on this, or 6 spikes on this plant. Whatever you want to call them. There's 3 there. There's 2 or 3 there. I just ripped one off earlier to send to somebody.
All
The
right,
spike.
5 more minutes, boys.
The spike's getting ready to flower. This one.
You hear
Some
that?
more
there,
little
Mr.
ones.
Manifesto? I'll give you a warning before I pull the plug. Yeah.
I do have
5, 4, 3, 2. Beep.
Man, that tank is crazy awesome.
Well,
So-
I can't even find all fish. Where the hell's he at? I was gonna make him a moderator, but I can't find him on that.
He's got
He
a
has
I'm
in
not-
chat.
I'm not in chat right now. I'm just on my phone. I don't have my laptop up to have chat open.
Yeah, I'd have to get on my computer to chat for you to make me a mod as well. So
See it right now. But if you're into swords, This is Echinodurus goncalo. I have an Echinodurus iguazu on the other side.
I haven't grown any sword plants yet. Well, I think I do have.
Oh, that's
Technically,
right.
it's one sword.
That was fun.
I don't know what it's called. It's like some it's like a spiral plant, but I believe it's a sword plant.
Oh, this guy, Echinodurus Vesuvius.
Vesuvius.
Yeah,
Okay, now
Yeah,
you're
I got that
now
in my
you're Monterey
sorority.
Solar.
and that
See, now you're
that
Monterey.
guy's floating right now.
Right now, Manifesto. See if you can do it now. I mean,
It just kind of gets those tight little corkscrews like that.
Yay.
Yeah. That's what I got.
I don't know what it's good for, but you can have it.
That's the only sword plant I
You and
have.
Debbie can have it. Fight over whatever, you know.
Okay, there's hidden users. I'm getting closer.
Okay. Well, a couple more minutes, and we're going to go see what Catfish is up to. See how much trouble he got himself into fishing all day.
It's all things fish at Gmail, right?
You're going to be in trouble.
I'm always in trouble. Ooh, trouble
your
is
middle
my
name,
middle
isn't
name. Yep.
Mr. Manifesto Trouble.
Mr. T Manifesto.
Oh, you muted Patty.
No, I didn't mute her. I didn't mute her.
He sent her a love letter.
I know better than do that.
I didn't mute Patty. No, that's
One time to moderate them all.
Get everybody a moderator. Yeah, y'all can do whatever you want. I'm leaving.
Do the fodder fish thing. Just moderate everybody.
Yeah, here's your wrench. No, you got to be here, a couple times before you recognize it. Then you get some wrench.
You didn't do that with me. The first time I was there, he gave me a wrench. I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah, you was real lucky. Yeah, usually you have
Crazy
to.
powers.
Those are pretty.
Yeah.
Here's that sword you were talking about, Danny. That's the Echinodurus. I think it's technically Tenellus Vesuvius variant. It just gets those
Yeah.
corkscrew little twisties.
Twisting squirrely. Oh, we got
Yeah,
2 more
if,
minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
If Dennis would also
What,
show
bring you
my
up?
screen, I could show you.
Oh,
Mine.
You show him yours, he'll show you his.
okay.
It's way back there in the background, like behind my tree thingy that I got going
Okay.
on.
There
Yeah.
And
you go.
it's hidden behind roots and stuff too, but yeah, it's kind of covered in algae. But get out of the
That'll
way,
happen
Betta.
sometimes.
You're gorgeous, but
Get the hell out of the way. I'm gonna eat you up.
yeah. But it's
Look at me. Look at me.
yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep, that's the same thing. Pretty cool little plant. Fairly
Yeah.
easy to grow.
But I mean, I could add a sword plant into here, maybe
Yeah.
2.
if you're
One
interested,
on
let me
each
know.
side. Yeah,
We can make it happen.
I'll do that.
I do
Mike,
have some
I have a-
crypts in here. You can't see them right now because you're looking at your stuff. But I have the Crypt
Yeah, I don't
Spiralis
need to
red.
be all big screen like this.
Well,
I'm good now.
Mike,
Okay.
Yeah,
Mike.
Deborah.
I have
What's
a
up?
confession.
Confession. Uh-oh.
I
Yep.
have a confession.
I have managed to kill all of those plants that I won.
I'll send you
Alright.
one.
Oh no!
Every
No.
last one of them. I had one that was like trying to hang in there, and it's gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
give
I'll
me
send
some.
I'll send you more. Once you get your CO2 set up, let me know.
Ah.
And I'll send another package.
They were so pretty too.
Then they all melted away.
Yeah, I'm a killer.
All right, killer Dib.
If you like crypts, Danny, I've got the Spiralis red tiger that I've got a few plants of. I don't know if I'm ready to let go of any just yet, and that's you can kind of see it down there a little bit, kind of far away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that the red one?
Yeah, I do like my crypts.
Yep.
All
So
right.
this
Well, let's
guy right
take over.
here,
I'm gonna-
Yeah.
Dennis
Yeah.
is flicking the lights.
This ain't gonna work.
and
All
then
right,
there's
guys.
some
Like we're
pink
getting too
line
far.
down there, some Neri Rose and Maiden somewhere.
Someone's gonna get pissed when they cut them off. Yeah.
All right,
Dennis has the power now, so look out, fellas.
all right.
Yeah,
I'll shut up.
You want? No, I was gonna go to Terry's broadcast. Hell, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he wants to
I'll
watch
chill
Terry,
out.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
Sounds
starting a
good. We'll see-
broadcast.
we'll see you
Thanks
over there.
for hanging out,
No,
everybody.
I'm not
Catfish
starting
Terry.
nothing. Oh,
Catfish
okay.
Terry has his Tuesday night panel, and tonight's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm just still
Dude,
trying
yeah.
to figure out how do you unblock a user.
Well, you can
Google.
discussion up
There's a
there.
YouTube video on
Catfish.
it, I'm sure.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. See you later, Dee Dee.
Bye.
We're still live.
And counting.